I'm Jono. 4 3D and game engines, 1 investigation. Let's go.
4 tools, 4 philosophies, 1 question the feature lists do not answer. A free suite rescued from a failed company by a community that raised over €100,000 in 7 weeks. A subscription motion graphics standard whose buggiest release shipped while billing continued. A real-time engine subsidized by a game whose creator said they spent more than they earned. An open-source engine that a competitor's pricing decision turned into the most discussed alternative in game development. Blender, Cinema 4D, Unreal Engine, and Godot. Openness, polish, ambition, and independence. An autosave silently disabled by an add-on. A 0-kilobyte file from a crash while saving. A project overwritten by a different project. An upgrade that left a project unusable. All 4 lose work. All 4 carry risks the documentation does not warn about. The choice is what the user is building, what it costs, and what risk they accept for the capability. Blender's first source file was written in 1994. The commercial company failed. The community rescued the code, released under an open source license in 2002. The 2019 release rebuilt the interface. By 2026, version 5.1 provides modeling, sculpting, animation, simulation, compositing, video editing, and rendering at 0 cost. The procedural node system matures with each release. The development fund sustains the work without venture capital. The autosave can be silently disabled by an add-on. Autosave inconsistency is documented across 3 versions. The crash recovery tools exist, but require prior knowledge to find. Cinema 4D was first released in 1993 on the Amiga, a German company that survived a platform collapse. Subscription pricing replaced perpetual licenses in 2019. Acquisitions of a rendering engine, a visual effects toolkit, and a sculpting application created a bundled ecosystem. The procedural motion system is the fastest iteration tool for design-centric motion work. The 2024 release was described as the buggiest by multiple users. A crash while saving produced a 0-kilobyte file. The 2025 version crashed approximately once per hour for at least 1 user. The subscription bills regardless of stability. Unreal Engine began with shareware games in 1991. The engine built for a game in 1998 became the product. Free since 2015 with a royalty after the first million. The 5th generation introduced dynamic illumination and virtualized geometry. Virtual production workflows became the industry standard. Over 800 employees laid off in 2023. A crash overwrote one project with another entirely. A rigging asset corruption made months of connected work unreachable. A point release broke visual scripting in blank new projects. Regression anxiety normalized. Source control mandatory. Godot began as a private consulting engine. Open-sourced in 2014 under a license guaranteeing no royalties and no corporate reversal. The 4th generation shipped in March 2023. A competitor's pricing decision in September 2023 created the migration wave. Foundation governance since 2022. A separate commercial company provides console porting and professional services without controlling the foundation. Version 4.6 in January 2026 focused on stability and polish. An upgrade crashed a project into an unusable state. A scripting regression crashed mobile devices. The license is the structural advantage no commercial engine replicates. The 4 tools serve 4 distinct categories of work. Blender creates 3-dimensional content from modeling to final render. Cinema 4D creates motion graphics and design-centric animation. Unreal Engine runs 3-dimensional content in real time for games, virtual production, and interactive media. Godot builds games with an emphasis on 2-dimensional development and license independence. A user choosing between Blender and Unreal is not making the same decision as a user choosing between Cinema 4D and Godot. The overlap is narrower than the comparison format implies. The cost comparison spans 4 models. Blender is free permanently under an open source license. Cinema 4D requires an ongoing subscription. Unreal Engine is free with a royalty after a revenue threshold. Godot is free permanently under a license that prevents corporate reversal. 2 tools cost nothing. One costs a subscription, one costs a percentage of commercial success. The cost model determines which tools are available to which users before the features matter. The stability comparison reveals that every tool in this comparison loses user work through documented failure modes. Blender's autosave fails silently. Cinema 4D crashes during saves and produces empty files. Unreal Engine's crashes overwrite projects and corrupt dependency chains. Godot's upgrades break projects, and its scripting language has produced memory regressions. The mitigation is the same across all four: save frequently and manually. Do not trust automatic systems without verification. Backup before every version update. The discipline of protecting work is the cost none of these tools charge for, but all of them require. The sustainability comparison spans 4 funding models. Blender is funded by a development fund supported by the community and corporate members. Cinema 4D is funded by subscription revenue through a parent company. Unreal Engine is subsidized by a game and funded by royalties on commercial success. Godot is funded by a foundation with community and corporate contributions. Each model carries a different risk. Blender's risk is community funding fluctuation. Cinema 4D's risk is subscription fatigue as the free alternative improves. Unreal Engine's risk is dependency on a single game's continued revenue. Godot's risk is foundation governance sustaining the contribution rate the engine's growth demands. The learning curve comparison spans from accessible to demanding. Godot's scripting language is learnable in days. Blender's interface is learnable in weeks, with the community's extensive tutorials. Cinema 4D's motion graphics workflow is learnable in weeks for designers familiar with the compositing application it integrates with. Unreal Engine's architecture requires months of investment before productive work begins for most users. The entry cost in time correlates with the ceiling each tool provides. The tools with the lowest entry cost provide the lowest visual ceiling. The tool with the highest entry cost provides the highest. The free tools are closing the gap on the paid tools with every release cycle. Blender's procedural system approaches the motion graphics tool's signature capability. Godot's 3-dimensional pipeline improves with each version. The competitive pressure flows upward from free to paid. Someone creating 3-dimensional content for rendering, animation, or visual effects should start with Blender. The breadth of capability at zero cost, with the largest tutorial ecosystem, provides the strongest foundation. Configure autosave explicitly. Save manually. Someone whose specific workflow is motion graphics for broadcast and design should evaluate whether Cinema 4D's speed advantage justifies the subscription against Blender's current procedural capabilities. Someone building a game or interactive experience where the visual ceiling matters should use Unreal Engine with source control as mandatory infrastructure. Someone building an indie game, a 2-dimensional game, or any project where license independence matters should use Godot. 2 questions determine the choice before the features matter. What is the user building? And what relationship does the user want with the tool and the organization behind it? 3-dimensional content creation leads to Blender. Motion graphics speed leads to Cinema 4D. Real-time visual ambition leads to Unreal Engine. License independence and game development lead to Godot. The features, the pricing, and the horror stories refine the choice within the answer to those 2 questions. 4 tools, 4 philosophies. A suite rescued by its users and funded by them. A motion graphics standard whose subscription must justify itself against a free tool that closes the gap with every release. A real-time engine that provides the visual ceiling at the cost of complexity and corporate dependency. An open-source engine whose license is the feature a pricing crisis proved matters most. Each tool crashes, each loses work, each requires save discipline, the software does not enforce. The creator who wrote the first source file in 1994. The founders who built 3-dimensional software on a declining platform in 1993. The founder who started with shareware in 1991. The 2 developers who open-sourced a consulting engine in 2014. Each built something the creative community needed. Each created risks the creative community manages. The work functions on all 4 within each tool's scope. The cost, the license, and the relationship with the organization behind each tool is where the differences live. The right tool is the smallest one that still solves the actual problem. The save discipline is the cost none of them charge.